Dude, this is not 3D. Come on. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh my God, the sound design. Woo! Oh, Shadow. This is so creative. Good morning, everyone. We're back, baby. We're back. We have collected some of the best 3D animations that are out there. And today, we're gonna go through a lot of them. We're gonna get my genuine reaction and we're gonna try and break some of these down and see what makes them so amazing. Okay, so our first one is by Gwono0708. Hashtag Mega Man Zero, what does this say? Codename, Hakaishin. Mega Man Zero, made in Blender. Okay, we got a deserty place. Also, I don't know a lot, I will say this, I don't know a lot about Megan, so I apologize if I miss on anything important here. Let's go. Okay. Oh my God. This is not... Dude, this is not 3D. Come on. Oh my God, the smoke is all hand-drawn. Oh, he's moving. Oh my God, look at this camera movement. It must be CG. You can tell by the camera movement. Oh, the smearing. Holy crap, what? Oh my God, this is beautifully storyboarded. Look at this action. Oh! Oh my God, look at that finishing pose. Was that it? Oh, that's it. Oh, that's such a shame. Holy crap. Wait, that was, hang on. I can't believe that was 3D. Hang on, let's check this guy's page out. Let's see what else he's got going on here. Oh, he made this animation. Okay, so I know this guy. Well, I don't know him, but I've seen him before. He did this really awesome Ranma animation in Blender a little while back. He did this back in 2023. So this guy knows what's up. Let me show you. Let me show you what we're talking about here. So if for those who haven't seen Ranma or Ranma, one and a half, whatever it's called. It's about a character. I won't spoil too much. Who, when they get water spilt on them, they turn into a girl. They switch from a boy and a girl. But the it's kind of like a retro anime, and the fight scenes are really cool. And this is a character named Shampoo. Let's see. Let me show you guys this one. It's unreal. Like, look at this. He's even got like the old retro style that you see with like the distortion and like the little edges on the camera. Like you can see it's a little blurred. There's like chromatic aberration here. It's absolutely incredible. And look at the smearing. I have no idea how they do the smearing. That's absolutely incredible. Boom. Like, look at this shot. If you looked at this shot, you would say, this is 2D. This is 2D. And it's funny. That's great. Anyway, back to this one. Let's break this one down a little bit first so we can find, see if we can find some cool details. So we start. We got some enemies standing in a desert field. Got some cool hand-drawn smoke, and I guess a lot of this stuff is going to be hand-drawn. And the character shifts into focus, and I like how the camera focus shifts here. That's lovely. From the enemies in the background to the closed Arthur fist in the foreground. We get a nice low-angle shot, and then the first time we see a cool smear, and it looks like it's just drawn. I don't know. I actually don't know a whole lot about Blender, so I don't know how this is drawn, but that looks really, really cool the way that's done. Might be done in grease pencil, right? Grease pencil is a thing that people are using. And then I want to point out something really cool as he like swirls his polearm around. I don't know who this character is, by the way. Look how the body bends, dude. Look how the body bends frame by frame to really sell the weight of him spinning that around. It doesn't look right, but when you play it like kind of normally, it feels okay, right? And that's just cool animation. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Man, I am loving the smears on this thing. And then as he pulls the polearm or the spear, whatever, back, there's so many smears everywhere. They're just drawn on, I guess. Dust kicks back, we get a little moment of anticipation as he sits in his pose. And then he kicks forward, boom, we get some also really awesome drawn, like shockwaves here, and dust and smoke getting kicked up. And they dissipate coolly. This must be animated by hand, it must be, right? And then to sell the illusion of speed here, we get these cool speed lines that it might be drawn around the camera in like a cylinder. That's awesome. And a nice red smear as he smashes through. And then we get this awesome like sequence of him taking out, going from man to man, slicing him up. So he dashes through this guy almost imperceptibly fast, right? That is awesome. And then it skids to a halt because his momentum was going so fast. And then he uses his momentum to toss the spear, and we get this cool hand pose, which is pretty fun. I love a good hand pose. As this guy's taking some shots at him, but he misses, unfortunately for him. Not good for him. And then we get a beautiful smear. And it looks like he's maybe taking grease pencil, whatever, and just drawing over this frame and seeing, okay, what's moving right now? So we have a green thing that's moving in this arc, so we just smear it that way. We have a gray thing that's moving, so we smear it. And then we've got the black of his glove, the brown of his wrist, I guess, his wrist cuff, and then the red of his arm. And he smears that. That's really smart. That's really cool. Boom, we get a nice POV shot of this spear flying towards him. This is super cool, dude. And then, boom! Blood everywhere. Sorry to him. Doesn't matter how many sit-ups he did that morning. He's not getting up after that one. And then our main protagonist hero flies in, uses the momentum to flip him. Get another crazy smear frame. I don't know how this is being done. I don't know how this is being done. So someone let me know what's going on here. Boom, smashes him. Cool cloud of CGI smoke. He jumps out. This is crazy. And then we get another awesome sequence of him like just like blocking bullets. Like look at this. 1, 2. Dodges under that one, slices through his midsection, comes out, flying, camera rotating, pulls out a gun. Where'd that come from? He doesn't even have a gun on him. Maybe it's on his hip, but he pulls the gun out in a beautiful flowing motion, and I love the curve of his hair to really show that he's been, like, to sell this, the direction he's spinning in. Leg kicks out, arm kicks out, right? To, like, almost slow his momentum. Because when you're spinning, to spin fast, you want to be in a tight little ball. And to stop yourself, you spread your arms out. And then he blasts him, and then he explodes in a pile of dust. Unfortunate. And body parts go flying. Damn, this is pretty brutal. Look at that leg. There's a foot here. But the action doesn't stop there. This guy thinks he's gonna be the hero of the day, even though he just saw 30 of his guys got styled on. This guy's not even looking at him. No looker alley-oop. Kobe to Shaq. Wasn't even paying attention. That was just reflex. And then he flings him around, slices him in half, jumps up, and then we get another cool sequence. This is just nonstop action, baby. I love this. I love this shot where he's running along the ground and we get this like low camera angle, and then he swoops into the camera and we get this cool shot here. Again, don't know how that's done, but that's crazy. And for the people that are still convinced it's 2D, you can see his thumb clipping through his spear in one shot there. So got a little bit to work on there, buddy. I'm kidding. This is incredible. I will say it's pretty insane what Blender users can do. Yes, I'm drinking a McDonald's coffee today. I had a rough night last night. Girlfriend wasn't feeling good. She was up all night coughing, and my earplugs weren't doing the job. My dog, who is sleeping on my lap right now, I can't see her, but she's dead asleep on my lap while I do this. She was also snoring, so I just did not sleep a wink last night. So McDonald's coffee it is for me today. Anyway, moving on. Then we get this cool like side sequence, this side camera shot of him jumping from person to person, blocking bullets again, and then we get this final shot, which is super cool. Slices the bullet, and then we get these cool like these pieces. He's moving so fast that the pieces sort of like curve around him, which just looks cool. I love curved things, man. It always looks better in your animation. I will say this as an amateur. I always feel that having things move in curved lines and arcs feels so much better than just moving out straight. So if you can have something curl around the momentum, that feels really cool. Like the way this curls around feels so much better. Then we get a cool impact frame. He dashes, and this guy's wishing he didn't get out of bed this morning. And then boom, gets sliced in half, and we get a brutal shot of his torso and his legs as he looks through it uncaringly. What a devious bastard. This is pretty badass though. This is a really cool final pose. And I will say, what makes everything seem so 2D to me is a couple of things. Number one, it's like the resolution and clearly the post-processing that went into this after, right? I bet if we went back and looked at some of the in-engine shots, it's not gonna look like this. It's gonna look obviously a lot crisper. But to me, it was the smear lines, man. Like the smearing made it just took it to a completely different level. Like this is absolutely insane. Like crazy. Let's see, has he shown some behind the scenes here? Yeah, look, so he storyboarded it. And look how rough these storyboards are, man. Like you don't have to be an amazing artist to make storyboards, right? As long as it flows good and you understand the flow and how it's gonna feel, like you can just draw like this. And the block out here is just blocks, man. How crazy is that? There's no arms, no legs. It's just the head, torso, and one single leg. And then he blocks it out from there. That's crazy. Everything is in its simplest form. Oh, here's another cool progress shot. So this is before anything else gets added. Yeah, okay, so that's a little more finished. That's super cool. Damn, that was amazing, man. That was amazing, incredible. All right, what do we got next? That's fine. That only took me 15 minutes to react to a 30-second thing. We're gonna get through some of these, okay? I swear. All right, this one is by user Beads Chain. Bano Yuki, translating to leaving the night. I don't know if this is an actual anime reference to anything, but we're gonna see. This one looks pretty promising. So let's check it out. This one is like a minute long. All right, here we go. Okay, so this one's a little more obviously CGI, but oh my God, look at those clouds. Whoa, holy crap. Wow, this is another one that doesn't feel like fully 2D or 3D, but it's like a nice blend. I can't really tell, but I'm guessing these are like massive mecha Oh yeah, these are like really big things. So I was a little confused at like why the animation felt like so sluggish. I thought it was on slow motion, but these things are huge, so this is cool. Cool, like little water simulations as these characters move around. That's super fun. Wow, look at the weight. You can see this guy on the right with the big red sword. You can feel how heavy this sword is, man. Wow, okay, this was crazy. I wasn't super impressed at the start, but this is amazing. Oh my god, they both went under. Okay, and then exploded. And robot number 1 comes out victorious. That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There's no music to it. That's I wish, but so this is another one that was made in Blender, which is just like crazy. And I think the coolest thing here, one of the coolest things is definitely the water simulations. Everything that the characters are doing as they're fighting is interacting with the water, which is like kind of crazy. I also love this shot as this guy gets launched in the air, and then as he bounces, he gets sliced again. That's super cool and explodes. I was so flabbergasted with everything that's going on in all the VFX. I didn't even notice that there's 2 characters first time around. So he's taking on multiple of these, which makes a lot more sense now. Man, I didn't notice anything. Also, this shot was pretty cool where he does that kick. Boom! And he poses out like that. I kind of love how these characters are moving. It feels a little awkward. Like, this is an awkward pose. You know, like that feels weird, but they're so big and clunky that it kind of works. Like, look at how this water is splashing up as foam as they fight. How cool is that? Like, I have no idea how that's done. That's absolutely crazy. And he slices him. Wait, so how did they die at the end? Looks like he stabs him. He throws him into the water. Boom. Oh, and then he explodes and then he comes out like victorious. Cool. I mean, that's amazing. What an accomplishment. What an accomplishment of an animation. Basically almost a minute and a half straight of combat, which is like absolutely insane to do. I can't imagine the amount of work that went in there. Do they have other cool stuff? I bet they do. He's got another one. Hang on. This one has sound. Whoa, this one actually looks like anime. Okay, so look at that. I love the difference. It might feel jarring to some, but I love the difference of this somewhat semi-realistic background and then this completely cel-shaded machine. I don't know why I like that so much. That tickles my brain in a nice way. So this big guy's getting loaded into the machine. What's up? Oh, okay, the sounds are nice. The sound design is great. Okay, don't know what she says, but that's okay. We can use our imagination. The hair physics are cool. I love seeing how everyone's art style is like slightly different. Even though these guys are going for like anime style, like the first one we saw, they still come out like completely differently. Okay. I want to say something here. I don't know if a lot of people saw that. I don't think people understand how incredibly impressive that rigging we just saw was. This scene here, here's the thing. 3D things don't have masks, right? They don't have physical barriers, right? So if 2 characters hug or kiss in a 3D game, it's like kind of hard to get it right, you know, because they're not actually touching anything. And sure, you can use animation techniques like constraints and whatever to like kind of lock them in place, but like overall, it's really tough. This shot here of this man or woman, whatever, putting on their jacket is so impressive. I don't even look at that and the way she they're showing off, man. But look at the way she pulls up, puts her arm on the jacket, pulls the hood up, and then uses that to slip the arm out. How crazy is that? That must be special rigging. That's got to be. And then it just sits on them What? That was crazy. That was crazy. I don't think people know. I don't think people who don't know animation, that was insane. They're just showing off. Look at the zip. I mean, that could be easy enough to do, but like overall, man, that's like a tech showcase, dude. Whoa, I am blown away. Oh, they have a few behind the scenes shots here. Look, it's all water simulation being done in Blender. Wait, how are they doing the water though? Oh, there it is. That's so crazy. It must be meshes. Wait, Yeah, they're meshes. That's cool. I haven't done much simulating of anything in Blender, so I don't really understand how it works, but that's crazy. Wow, how cool is that? And then you have to shade all that stuff. Like that's just crazy. I'd love to see more on that hood, man. I'd love to see more on that hoodie zip up jacket. Is there anything? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at the rigging. Look how, okay, for the people who don't know animation too much, look how complicated this rigging is. So there's a zipper that's constrained to go up and down, and then all of this is rigged. And this animator can animate this freely. That is so crazy for such a small thing. That's why jackets, anything cloth touching the body, interacting with the body, interacting with people touching it and messing around with it is so damn hard. This is so crazy. This whole jacket is properly rigged. That is bonkers. Here's another behind the scenes shot. Look at that. I don't even understand what's going on, but that is beautiful. The way the cloth folds and like it jiggles at the tip there as the arm goes in, and then it expands. Whoa, that is just something else, man. Shout out, Beast Chain. That's good stuff, man. Two amazing pieces of work so far. All right, moving on. All right, we got machinima_JP. 17th cut collision scene, Blender B17. Okay, so it's like a military shot. All right, let's take a look. Already super realistic. I love the lighting. Oh my God, that's crazy. For 8 seconds, man, that's pretty insane. Let's see it again. Oh, he's hanging on. No! Whoa, this one's really crazy. Dude, people are so talented, man. I can't believe it. So we have like this, number one, incredibly detailed scene. Not only can you see like all the insane textures and details on this gun, maybe you can't see it because of Twitter's quality and the YouTube compression by the time this video comes out, but there's fur on this belt, and I don't have any fabric on me, and you probably can't see, right? Every piece of clothing has a little subtle line, right? You can't see it at all, of hair and fiber sticking off. So that's a crazy detail. To add that is insane. So we have like a really high exposed shot, right? Great lighting inside and outside. Firing this gun rapidly at the airplane. Contact, I wish I could see more details. Contact, plane is like, you know what? You got me, but you're coming down with me, buddy. Crashes into him, right? This guy pans his head as the camera's panning to look at the point of impact, and we get like crazy destruction. Again, hard to see with the compression, but like you got cables here that start flying. Is that a screw or a spring? Like the details are just insane. And then we got all the flames, the VFX, whoosh. And then the other half of this plane, the back, the tail end, just sitting there. Pretty scary to see. And we got lots of smoke down there at the bottom too. Man down there sitting, I didn't even notice he was down there. Oh yeah, look at him. There's a guy here. Maybe he was injured. I don't know. He's just sitting there. And he just goes, there goes my hero. Got lots of crazy stuff coming out. Oh, these are bullets. Those look like bullets that are flying out. Makes sense. This guy's hanging on for dear life. Again, the lighting looks so great. Hand falls off. He's like, oh, I got nothing. And then the gun, we get this great shot on the bottom left-hand side here of this gun falling out, but it's also composed really well, right? Like look at the framing here. It's just framed lovely. Like it's framed so nicely. And then everything comes out, gets sucked out of the airplane. Crazy shot, dude. Can you imagine the amount of work that went into like just that alone? That's 8 seconds, and that probably took this person months. Man, say what you will. Say what you will about Blender, but the Blender creators are really holding up the creative industry right now. At least the solo creative industry. You guys are just crazy, man. Okay, next we got Dem Nico Art, creator of 3D artist, creator of the Mavericks series, and they have a Patreon. Go check it out. Another one made in Blender. All right, I gotta start watching Mega Man. I'm gonna keep the volume turned down a bit because I don't want to get dinged. This one looks pretty crazy. Let's check it out. Ooh, it's like a chameleon. This reminds me of the Overwatch Bastion intro. We should react to all those, by the way. I would love to do that. All the Overwatch cinematics. Wow, this is crazy already. What is that? Uh-oh. Are those his friends? Ooh, I love the way he moves. I love he's moving at like a reduced frame rate. Oh, he's not happy about that. Oh, okay. Ooh, cool. Dissolved it all off. Okay, where are we going? Oh, he's invisible. Oh, he's going to the city. Cool. Okay, cool. Number one. Love the storytelling. That was super cool. Like I said, remind me of the Bastion Overgrowth cinematic, like a lot. Maybe it was inspired by it. And you see this like creature who almost seems peaceful and upset. He looks around, sees all this destruction around him. I guess these are maybe his comrades or his friends. Not happy about it. He doesn't look too happy about it. He goes from white to red. At least half of him does. And we get a little sinister look. That's not a good look. So he's like, you know what? Someone's gonna have to pay for that one. So he starts trudging along, goes invisible to the city. So he's gonna sneak in and do something not good. That's really cool. What always blows me away is the resourcefulness of these artists. Like when you start a project, you have an idea in your head, like you start with nothing, man. Like unless you have some assets, like this guy, like this dude made this. Like that, I know that sounds like silly, but that it's just crazy to think that there was nothing, just an idea in the head, and then this gets made. I really like this dissolving thing. Maybe that this shot here where he kind of like shakes it off. At first I thought it was just like a bad animation, but then I realized he sort of like does some sort of like weird thing, almost like a magic tech thing to like dissolve it and shake it off. Like he can affect gravity because he goes invisible. So he's obviously like pretty advanced, and he is a talking, thinking lizard. So I guess that's also something to think about. Okay, this one, another quick one by Ku990417. I animate stuff in Blender. Oh, follows me. Well done. Gold star for you, Q. Okay, already this looks like a Saturday morning cartoon that I would watch when I was a kid. Like I wouldn't be able to tell that this was 3D, man. I wouldn't be able to tell. So great. Wow, look at the expressiveness. Okay, surprisingly a lot going on here. First off, this background is awesome. I love the way this looks. Look at even the lighting on these pieces, which are like, I guess just little 3D models, but they're probably drawn on in Photoshop or like grease pencil again. And you've got these cool little effects that are drawn in too, that when she taps and clicks, you can see like these are drawn in. And just such an expressive character model. Oh, this was a collaboration. So the environment was done by Dow Comics. The lighting and shading was done by Nerseric18, also follows me, gold star. The rig was done by CatJ2651, and the character was made by Hanabushi. So cool. So this was a collaboration. That's awesome. Look how expressive this character is. Like, isn't that amazing? And like the eyes are moving as the hands are moving, and she's like kind of excited and frustrated at the same time. Really great expressiveness. Oh, you can see the creators' names. Ku, Nurse, Dow, Comic. That's cool. Nice little subtle detail there. Well done, guys. One thing I really like about animating cats is that like a really good cat animation, like the tail seems to kind of have a mind of its own. You're sitting there as a cat, but the tail is sort of like, kind of like giving away how the cat's feeling. If he's like nervous, the tail's like kind of moving around nervously, or if like he's happy, it's just kind of sitting there like it's like a second character almost. So you can see as this character gets scared, like they use the tail, right, to sort of like shoot out straight, and that really helps emphasize the shock on her face or the dismay, whatever's going on. And the storytelling's so great, like the screen starts flashing red. You can't see the screen, but you can obviously tell that's a game over screen. So that's a fun little piece of storytelling. And she's like, oh, I lost. And the tail like falls down in defeat. Oh. This is a great shot on its own. This is a good wallpaper. Try again. And it's a good loop. That's really cool. I actually really like that one. Good job, guys. Okay, this one is Z2ZT. ZT. They say a fake BG camera. This is translated, so it's not super accurate. The character is already an image plane, and there is no consistency at all in 3D. In exchange for not being able to process 3D space at all, you can control all the images for the frame. A fake BG camera. I don't know what that means. Let's see what this is. But it's a Genshin Impact animation. I recognize her. That's Fischl. What do you got for us, Fischl? Made in Blender, again. Okay, cool. What is going on with the cameras? I don't understand what they mean by fake BG camera. But that's a cool camera animation. Like, I mean, the animation itself is super impressive, but like, look at the way the camera moves. Wait, is one only capturing the character and one capturing the background? The character is already an image plane, and there is no consistency at all. The character is an image plane? So did they render it as into like a PNG animation? Whoa, that looks crazy, dude. Wait, so she's not real. Wait, so she's 2D? Look, so the camera rotates, but it always, is it parented to this 2D image? So is it like always facing the character? That's crazy. That's a really cool way to control both. I mean, why not, right? If it's coming out onto your screen as a 2D image, like why not? In exchange for not being able to process 3D space at all, you can control all the images for the frame. That's super cool. Wow, that, I will say that is insanely creative. All right, next one, we got Skew 3D, Shadow's Tokyo Escape, a 3D fan animation, all made with Blender 3D. That's right, Sonic 3 just came out. Sonic 3 just came out, didn't? I haven't watched it yet. We went and saw this movie called Baby Girl instead. My girlfriend really wanted to see it. I will say, don't go to watch that one with your parents. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway. Let's check this out. From the Middle East, like a rocket. Give me a bit, I'm a rocket. Feeling like Rocky, fitting my pocket. Oh my god, the sound design. Woo! They try to copy, give me the money. I need my greens like it's rocket. Oh, Shadow! On the budget. Man, I got drip like a hole in the bucket. Pull up with a coupe, they wish. I don't know if I can include this music, but I don't care, man. Seeing myself getting top in the parking lot, in the lay in the drop top. Get that money like chop chop. He just shot someone with a gun. I got your girl calling me non-stop. She keep calling me Dada. She wanna slurp it like pasta. She know I'm a star. Holy shit. We need a gritty Sonic reboot, man. We really do. Like Shadow, like re-envisioned as like a Punisher style character would go like way too hard. I just love this. This is like this feels like a Hollywood movie. This feels like this is like Hollywood style rendering. I can't believe this is all made with Blender. Like this scene looks like they made a real shot out on the streets and then like superimposed Shadow as CGI and some of the bikes onto it. That's what it looks like. I can't believe this is all CGI. Look at that shot, dude. And the fidelity of the character is just amazing. He's got a little bit of an underbite. It just makes him look a little funny. He's like, did that look stupid? I can't tell. But what an incredible achievement making this. This is just like insane. I love this shot. He's at some kind of prison. Knocks the gun into the air, right? And then we'll just leave that shot there, okay? That's gonna come back later. He blinks to this guy, kicks him in the face, Killua lightning style, goes flying, teleports, no looker, grabs the gun, cocks it, boom! Poor guy. Got styled on. He got put into a Call of Duty montage and then woo, gone. And we got a really cool shot of him like dashing through the city, bam, with the gun. Can you imagine Sonic with the gun, how scary that is, moving at that speed and then shooting people as well? Crazy. Anyway, I'm still debating using the music in the reaction. I'm probably not going to because I'm going to get copyright struck. So go check that one out because the music and the sound design makes that one so much better. I can't include it, unfortunately. We're going to do one more. We're going to watch one more because this video's gone a little longer than I thought already. I really know, my friends are right. I really know how to yap with the best of them. So this one is by Ken Suyen _Y, and I've had this one sent to me a lot on Twitter. I have high hopes for this one. I will say right off the bat, I don't see why this is an animation. It's just the Blender UI, but let's get into it. Okay. Wait, did she just blink? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, she's taking over! Whoa, oh my god, that's so cool. Oh, she's doing... Oh, she took her... Oh my god, she threw the gimbal. She's messing with the notes. That's so cool. Oh, disconnected her hair. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna change her hair? Yeah, what else we got in there? All the notes. Let's connect some stuff. This is so creative. What's she gonna do? Okay, she's connecting up the nodes. Oh, she can control her hair now. That's smart. She's like, yeah. It looks like they motion captured the character, which is kind of fun. Oh. Ah. Whoa, that was so cool. I can see why you guys wanted me to watch that. That is so creative. Not gonna lie, they got me the first half, but I noticed something in one of the first few frames as it goes off camera. Maybe you can't see it, but her eyes sort of like squinted and I was like, that was weird. Like, look, her eyes moved there and looks at the camera for a split second and I'm like, whoa, that was like some weird uncanny valley thing. And she grabs the shirt, pulls it off. And she's like, hello, grabs the camera. I can't even begin to think how you would animate this. This must be like an asset in Blender, if he's making it in Blender, right? This must be its own asset, and all of these are individual meshes or parts. But what I also think is really cool that like, you can still see that her mesh is selected, and then it's highlighted as well, like how Blender would do it. So I don't know how this works. I have no clue. She's like, starts messing with it, and then she opens up object mode, and I like the animations on her face. This is a really cute character. She grabs it and twists it between her fingers. So this is just an asset. It's just an animation. It's a square PNG, I guess, but that's creative. And then she changes it to sculpt mode, changes it to edit mode. And then I guess when you're in edit mode, you're just editing the clothes. And so they kind of unparent whatever. And she's like, oh, shoot. Puts her clothes back on, pulls the camera back. This is crazy. Changes it to the animation. And then for some reason, the gimbal pops off. Why does that pop off? Oh, her hair. Wait, does she bump it? Yeah, she bumps it with her head and knocks it off. This is so cool. This should be a Blender ad, honestly. If Blender did advertisements, this would be an amazing one. I love when she's messing around with this node system and she pulls it, and then I guess this is all parented and rigged together and it falls over. This must be I was gonna say that must be a video, but then she grabs it. I don't understand how they did that. It is so fun. It gets better when you watch it a second time. She pulls out the node connector into from the emissive slot into the surface of her hair, and she's like, ooh, so nice. And she starts changing it dynamically, which is so cool. This guy's like, all right, I had enough, and recovers last session. And she's like, no. I can't read Japanese, but that is amazing. What an incredible creator. Do we have anything else? Wow, he's made a lot of stuff. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to check out in the future, but that was incredible. You, sir, Ken Suyin _Y. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. All right. I guess that's it. That was actually amazing. That was amazing. And I gotta say, pretty much all of that was in Blender, if not all of it. It's really incredible what you guys can do with that software. God, you are all so talented. If you guys want to check out the creators, I will leave them all in the link below in the description. So you can go check them out, go follow them, let them know you appreciate their work, right? Support them, whatever. The world is your oyster. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back in the next one. See you in the next episode. Ooh.